Hi, welcome. I'm Jen Skinner and I'm a registered ECE here and a part of the sales team as well at Scholar's Choice. And today we're going to be talking about the Tuff tray or the active role tray and its importance and what activities we've set up today. So of course I love the Tuff tray. It comes in 3 different colors: blue, black, and green. You can also get a stand, and it's one stand that you can get, and it's for infants all the way to preschoolers and school agers. So it's a great tool to have. What I love about it is it's light, so you can put it under your arm if you want, and it can go to any classroom, and it also can go outside and inside because it's obviously tough. So one thing as well, as I am traveling across Ontario and visiting childcare centers, one thing I'm noticing is sensory bins, of course, is very popular day to day. So I see practitioners setting them up either daily or weekly and switching those up. So of course, at Scholar's Choice, we want to encourage you to be intentional. So the things that our buyers and our team here, the VPs and president, they're very, very particular as to what is in the catalog. While I'm on the subject, we have the new Magic of Childhood catalog. And one thing that we encourage is a lot of variety of materials. So you can see we have a lot of natural materials, wood, different shapes and sizes. We have a lot of textures. You can see, and I'll go through it a little bit more, but we have a great line of light exploration for ages babies, infants, all the way to school-age children. And then, of course, loose parts is huge, and we believe in that. We believe in learning outdoors and indoors and exploration. You can see there's our active role tray there, and it's a great price point, so make sure that you get yours. Get one for every classroom. This is something you're not going to regret. For infants, they can crawl right in, and then if you want to have it at this level, you can get the stand. There's also a cover you can get so that it covers it in the weather, so it's an amazing product. So so make sure that if you don't have this catalog, that you reach out to us. We also, while I'm on the subject, also have our holiday play guide. So I'm also part of the sales team. So we have a team of registered ECEs that can help you across Canada. We also have amazing expertise in our sales retail team. In all of our stores, we have 20 locations across Canada. And please reach out. Our number is 1-800-265-1095. So reach out if you don't have a sales rep, and reach out to one of us and we can come help you. I know that right now is a great time to get government grants because it's the end of the year. So if you need help with that, we're the best to help you with that, so that we can get the best price. The best selection is most important, that we can listen to your pain points, listen to the things that you don't have in your centers, and make sure that we fill those gaps in so that you have all of the amazing things so that you can follow the playful learning approach at your center in each of your rooms. Okay, so I'm going to go through some of these things. I'm going to lean here and talk to you about this awesome grass mat. I had Emily, thanks Emily, she put this grass mat, and you can order this separately. And what we did here is we set up the farmland, and it's all open-ended. You can see there's no markings on the buildings, and there's many of these that we have with no markings, so the children's imagination can go wild. So that's really a great thing. And then of course all shapes and sizes. So these are what we would consider loose parts. And these items then can be anything that the children wants it to be. These can be bales of hay. They can be big stones that the animals are going to, approach and get on. So they can maneuver around. They can have communication and cooperation between the animals, and they can have characters and come alive as the children age. So there's a lot of scaffolding of learning. There's also the seriation, going from big to small. So children can, take off as we set these things up. So again, let's be intentional when we set up these awesome provocations or opportunities to learn. And that's what this one is more just natural. You can see it's easy on the eyes, it's very gentle. This is a great way to get children in and transitioning them from mom and dad and grandma and grandpa into the classroom. It's a very natural thing and very pretty to look at, and this is a great way to get them into the room. So there's that one. And then I want to talk to you because I've been visiting some childcare centers across Ontario and Canada, and I'm seeing, of course, a lot of red and green. I'm seeing that as traditional Christmas holiday setups. So today I put in some light up discs, and you can get these, and they just hook up onto like a base so that they charge overnight. These are amazing. So this one I did 3 different sizes in the green. So I did this so then the infants and toddlers can associate the biggest and the smallest, and we can have that language happen, big and small. We can also do sorting. We can also do layering and building and balancing, right? Measurements. So those concepts are there. Of course, this is really great too after sleep time, that quiet time. Great place to have the lights. They're very gentle and looks fun in the dark. And then these ones I did a couple of each of the sizes, and you can see we can talk about, are they the same or different, and we can pair them up. So we have the sizes. We can do, again, small to big, but then we can also have, are these the same or are these the same and different? So we can talk about those kinds of concepts. And then also I just put some red and green things. So I just challenge you as you're in childcare at home or in a center, just to look at things differently, the things that you have. We use all of our Scholar's Choice items in many, many different ways. So you can see, even though I have a whole bunch of colors that these come in, I've just taken these, and then you can see my theme. And if you like that, you prefer that, that's cool. You have that. We have sorting, colors, building, we have math concepts. So again, I personally wouldn't put everything together, but I would do like some of these things, right? So I would do maybe a concept, and I would get maybe some markers. Emily has these awesome chalk markers I would write, and I would do something in, say, math, and I would do them in building, and then I would do something in plus. I would use what I have, and Scholar's Choice, again, they have an incredible, it's my favorite. I've been in the field of childcare for 25 years, and I've only gone to Scholar's Choice for my items, for my quality childcare center. So it's mine. Oh, look it, I've got some liquid markers. So again, I'm gonna push these. These are amazing. So I can use this to write down the numbers to set up a provocation for math, early math. 1, 2, 3, and then these can just be taken off with a cloth, or at Scholar's Choice we have awesome teacher supplies as well. So we can here, see I have a eraser here I could use, but then the children, we can talk about, with the language and set up like 1 cube, and then we can do 2 cubes, and then we can do 3 cubes. So we can have that early math foundation there too. And we also have incredible loose parts. So be sure to look in the catalogs, the early childhood education catalogs, as well as our holiday play guide and the magic of childhood. So Now, that is something that we would do traditionally for Christmas, but I also want to talk to you about other holidays and languages as well. So, just as a side note, before I go, be sure to, if if you want to have, say, Hanukkah for Jewish holiday, and we also have children that may be speaking French. So you want to include those cultures and traditions, and then also
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa, right? Kwanzaa. So we also want to include the African language, and there's amazing things you can look up, and you can include the language and colors. So even though maybe your tree at home, your Christmas tree, if you're celebrating Christmas, is red and green. Mine isn't. Mine is blue and white. So, and I love rainbow. And children don't see things necessarily like we do. So for me, when I'm setting up my active roll tray, I'm gonna put in different colors. I'm gonna have that and available for all the children. So I've given you some options. Red and green, some natural, and then also some rainbow colors. I've got buttons here, and we can create different things, shapes of trees, shapes of bells. We could do different stars, and the children can fill that in with different colors and shapes. And then also, we could write language, that kind of thing. And 7 days, numbers, because each holiday has different days and different numbers that they celebrate. So make sure that you're very intentional again when you set up these provocations and opportunities of learning. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to join us at our webinar tomorrow at 8 p.m. with myself and Scott on early math. There will be a link below. And this Friday is our Black Friday sale. And listen, it is 25% off this Friday in store and online. So be sure to join us. I also ask you, of course, check us out on social, and that is at Scholars Choice, and also hashtag Scholars Choice. So thanks for joining, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.